Man, it's a beautiful morning out here. Just got done doing my morning routine, which is going for a run. I'm still training for that marathon, that many-thon. Just got done doing 6 miles, light load today, light little run. Hey, so today, the content I'm gonna be talking about how these freight brokers out here are actually winning and profiting more than some of you guys out there that's actually hauling the freight. And I'm just telling you guys from experience because, as you all know, I am a freight broker. So I'm gonna give you some inside knowledge today. Hey, so real quick, when I was in the military, I always told myself, hey, when I get out the military and the day I become a full-time business owner, I do not want to wake up to an alarm. Meaning I just want to wake up naturally. I just want to wake up when I'm well rested, right? I don't want to wake up to an alarm, because if I'm waking up to an alarm, that means I have to rush. That means I gotta be somewhere, and I gotta be somewhere on time. So when I was in the military, I woke up every morning at around 4:30, 04:30 every morning, just to get ready so I could drive to base, to post. When I was stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, to be at formation at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. So every morning I pretty much woke up to that alarm. So ever since I've been out of the military, I just wake up naturally. And it's the best feeling in the world to me. So I love it. So hopefully you guys could get to that point in life when you could just wake up naturally. Most successful people I've studied, that's what they pretty much relayed to me through their content, is that I just wake up naturally. I wake up to the sunlight, and it's the best feeling in the world to me. So I just thought I should throw that out there to you guys, man. Figure out a way that you guys out there could start waking up in the mornings naturally. Waking up in the mornings and not having to be in a rush, not having to go to that 9-to-5 job. I'm trying to inspire entrepreneurship, business, becoming a business owner. 100% controllability of your life, of your destiny. So let's roll off into some quick content today. As you guys know, I like to use the 3 S's. I like to be short, sweet, and simple. 3 S's. I learned that from one of my good friends. One of my good friends that I consider a mentor. He was my supervisor when I first came into the military, when I first came in and went to the Navy. Master Chief Petty Officer Williams, who was a Petty Officer First Class when I first met him. And now he's a Master Chief Petty Officer in the Navy. The highest rank you could go in the enlisted ranks, a E9. So when I commissioned as a 2nd lieutenant in the Army, it's tradition for an enlisted service member to give us our first salute. And who did I pick? You already know I picked my mentor, my good friend, Master Chief Petty Officer Williams. He gave me my first salute in 2015. So I always like to show love on my YouTube channel, and I always like to give people shout outs. So big shout out to Master Chief Petty Officer Williams today, man. He taught me to just go get it. Stop talking and go get it. So big shout out to Master Chief Petty Officer Williams, man. I salute you. So let's talk about freight brokers. So as you guys know, I'm a freight broker. So how did I become a freight broker? Honestly, I became a freight broker and I didn't even know it. I was going through the FMCSA website, filling out my authority paperwork in my application, and so happened, I guess I clicked the actual button to be a freight broker in the carrier. To get your authority, it costs $300, right? For your carrier authority and for your broker authority, it's $300 a piece. At the end of the application, my fee was $600. I called up the guy who was actually giving me information on how to start my business. And he said, yeah, man, it's only $300. And I got to the end, I was like, no, it's $600. He was like, no, you probably clicked something else. So I went back and I seen that I applied for my broker authority too. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it because it's gonna come into use one day. So that's how I became a freight broker. I became a freight broker really not even wanting to be a freight broker at the moment. But I went ahead and followed through, and I'm glad that I followed through. You know, with that application and with me getting my surety bond and with me getting my broker authority active. Because it's a lot of money in brokering freight with less work. So this is how freight brokers are actually winning out there. A lot of you guys out there that's hauling freight right now are making less money than the actual freight broker. And the freight broker has the luxury of sitting at a desk, working from home or working from wherever they want to work from, you know, on any given day. And they're going to make more money than you guys out there hauling freight. And like I'm telling you guys know I do pretty much everything in this business. So I'm just giving you straight facts from my experience. Freight brokers are cutting money off the top of the loads, and that's how they get paid. Most freight brokers want to get at least $200 to $300 per load, or even more. Some of them might want less. But I know for a fact, from me knowing, from me knowing other freight brokers, I know their goal is to get at least $200 to $300 per load. I know some of you truck drivers out there, you know, will say, well, that's why the freight rates are low. That's why I'm not making as much money, because the freight brokers are cutting too much money off the top of the load. Look, one thing about business is it's just business. It's not personal, right? So either you take it and you accept the loads, or you do something else. And that's actually learn how to become a freight broker. Learn how to go directly to the shipper. Learn how to broker freight out to other carriers for profit. 2, never hate the businessman. Because whatever it is, and however you could actually make more money out here, trust me, you can always cut the middleman out. I tell you guys, cut the middleman out or become the middleman. It's 2 options. So that's how the freight brokers are out here winning. And trust me, they're just not making $100, $200, $300 off of the load that they brokered out to you. They're brokering out multiple loads a day. The average freight broker is brokering out 10 loads a day. So just imagine how much money that freight broker is making. Most of you guys are going to go get you a $1,000 load a day, and that's all you're going to make. But you're not going to even make $1,000. You got to factor in your overhead, truck payment, trailer note, commercial insurance, fuel, factoring. So you're not even going to make $1,000. And you're running, putting wear and tear on your equipment, wear and tear on your bodies. Like I said, I'm just telling you guys this because I've done it. I got trucks. I've drove myself. So I know how the game goes. So that's why I like to educate you guys out there on, you have to learn other ways to make money. Just don't depend on the trucking side out there. Figure out other ways to make money. So that's, in my world, freight brokers will always win, because one thing about numbers is numbers don't lie. Math, it's very simple. Simple numbers. Decrease your overhead and increase your profit. That's what freight brokers do. Freight brokers don't have a lot of overhead. They have very minimum overhead, but they can make a lot of money. So you know what that means? They're going to see way more profit than the person out there that's hauling the freight. Because the freight broker don't got to worry about putting tires on the truck and trailer. They don't have to worry about putting brakes on their truck and trailer. They don't have to worry about unexpected maintenance. They don't have to worry about oil changes and all of this overhead. They make their money, they pay their small overhead, and they profit a lot of money. So hopefully this quick video was just able to shed some light out there, a little bit more detail on why you guys out there have to learn more than just driving that truck. I can't stress it enough. Learn how to be in control of your own business. Learn how to cut the middleman out and become the middleman. 30-day free trial with DAT, everything in the description box below. Go sign up with TAFS Trans and Financial Services if you're looking for factoring service. Hit me up on my email if you guys have any questions, broker@manixtrans.com. Go visit my website, www.extraordinarymovement.com. CEO, commit, execute, and be obsessed. Everyone be great out there.